What is happening? What is up, guys? It is the Crypto General back with another video for you today. Elon Musk comes out and says Tesla has diamond hands. These are the tweets we love to see from Mr. Musk. You can complain about his previous tweets and all that, but I mean, at least this one's a positive one. He's not selling his Bitcoin like he said, so that's a good thing. Always positive. Why I think you should have diamond hands as well. Guys, look at all this price action history. That's only 5 months. 5 months. Last night when I saw this break, this resistance levels, and I had noticed how this was a Wyckoff distribution, and once we broke that, I knew that once that trading range had broken, that we were going down. I texted my buddy. I will actually post that text on my Twitter over at XRP General. On my Twitter, check it out, show you guys what time and everything. It was last night before all this happened. I said we could go down to 30, and we did. We tagged it exactly. Good news is a lot of people are calling for double tap backtext. We came down, we tested it. Well, we came back and tested it again. And in that scenario, I mean, it's been resistance twice before. I don't think we're going back through this right now, guys. I think this is a very, very good signal saying, hey, you know what? That resistance is strong. It held up from that massive, massive crash. And I honestly think that we might be doing something like we did with the Dow Jones, where we just have that V out, that V-shaped recovery, down and out. It's a kind of a similar distribution channel too. Like we can hop over. I should have got this closer. My Dow Jones is down here, but it's kind of similar if you bounce out to what the Dow did. You know, you have this triple top where it's just, obviously this one comes up here, but same distribution where it just gets nailed. Funny thing about this is too, I had this line down here that's been there. God, probably since like 2018. I knew at some point we were coming back down to this level. When I saw that hit that, I was just like, dude, I'm sold on TA. I'm absolutely sold on TA. This is exactly, this move down through the pandemic, that is what got me 100% faith in my TA. The first thing I ever drew that was like, okay, this shit works. It works for real. And it happened again, guys. I mean, text my buddy last night, hey, we broke the Wyckoff resistance. I think it's going to be a full distribution. And what it went down and tagged that 3,000 level, which I have documented. You can all see it. But from here, that's the big question, is where do we go? My initial thought is I think we V out. We V out like the Dow did. It's basically, think of it as lagging the Dow. Obviously it went down, and it might take time. It might. See, that's the thing about traditional markets and crypto markets. The Dow, it looks like it went straight down, but there's a lot of days involved in that fall. Freaking Bitcoin did it in a night. When I went to sleep, we were fine. I wake up, boom, it's done. Crypto moves so much faster that by next week, guys, we might be back up here. It's possible. The other scenario is the one I talked about in a previous video today, where we have some kind of range down here that forms. If we break down out of that range, if we break that 30,000 level, I think that was the end, which is crazy to say because this does not look like a crypto topping formation, but it could happen. Not as probable as what I think. I think it's either we V out straight up into here, just like the Dow did, or I think we form a nice reaccumulation down in here and then work our way back out. And once we break those levels up here, it's back off to the races. And that makes a lot more sense considering a lot of these cryptos that are lagging, like we talk about in all the other videos, guys. A lot of these cryptos are lagging. Some of them are way past their all-time highs, and some of them haven't even come close yet. And that would make perfect sense. XRP gets news this month or next month, and boom, makes massive, massive gains, especially on its XRP to BTC pair. I mean, we are still way out here. I'll flip this to the weekly real quick so you can see how low we are. But look at that. Like, does that look like a bull run of past? You know, look at these. Do you think that was all XRP had? Considering it's just signed, you know, Egypt's, the third largest bank in the freaking world, Egypt's biggest bank, just signed on to the Ripple, their whole XRP and their Ripple network. Does that look like price action for a company that's getting ready to IPO? For a company that is doing everything that it's doing, that's all it got out of this bull market? I don't think so. And that goes for all of them. Look at EOS. Do you really think after speculative 2017 market, you know, takes you all the way to 22 bucks, but down here, when we're finally seeing real institutional buying and mainstream adoption, that it gets to 14 and it's done? Guys, EOS is a freaking buy right now. It is an absolute steal. Absolute steal. It was a steal at 15 bucks. It's at 580. This thing is going to go to $22 in short order and probably way further. And one of the reasons that will happen, I talk about this a lot too, people sleep on EOS all the time because they think it's just, they haven't done anything for how much money they raised. Do you know what they did with that money that they raised? They turned it into Bitcoin. Just like Tesla. Just like friggin', what was the other, micro devices. Like all of these huge corporations that are putting their money into Bitcoin and putting it on their balance sheet, it's the exact same thing. Block One took all that cash. Ethereum technically is what they initially raised from their IPO or ICO, but they turned it into Bitcoin and they rode those gains. They rode those gains. They're sitting on billions and billions and billions of dollars. They will not lose. Investing into EOS is one of the easiest things you can do. And technically, to be 100% honest with you, I don't have that much EOS anymore because I turned it all into XRP. And I'm glad I did because I've saved great percentages. I put a lot into XRP and then the other half into XLM. Just because of everything that's coming up. The SEC lawsuit will get settled. I'm very confident in that. And XRP will have such massive moves that I plan on taking some of those gains and turning it back into a lower EOS price. I think long term, these third generation blockchains, we're not there yet. That's going to be more like 2025. We're going to start seeing those third gens take off. I think the first real world solution the blockchain is going to have is the payments, guys. It makes perfect sense. XRP and XLM are focused on one thing and one thing only. It is solving the payment solution, the liquidity solution for these banks. And it's a big problem. I mean, right before the pandemic, they were having more repo problems with the interbank lending. That is what it solves. It's liquidity, guys. That's the issue we have. And XRP and XLM, that is what they focus on, and that alone. That is why we have to be in them. When you ride those gains up, sure, if you want to speculate on some of these other cryptos that might do fantastic things for third world countries and, you know, do all the things that we want blockchain to do. But right now, let's focus on the task at hand and what is really plaguing us. And it's, you know, that liquidity crisis. Anyways, guys, I'm so glad to be here with you. I hope you're all doing well. Hope none of you guys are using leverage and got fucking wiped out completely. But just know I'm here for you. Know that I will continue to learn and continue to share that with you guys. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. The XRP General is out.